Hey, welcome back to the most innovative shipping container channel on YouTube, and we're about 75% of the way through two windows and a door install on a new 40-foot high cube. So I want to show you guys the inside of these installs and the kind of procedure and processes we have, the difference between this and maybe the way some other people install them, and kind of discuss the materials we use, how we install them. And so let's flip around and take a look at this. So I think the old adage, even though it sounds cliche, that you get what you pay for, is absolutely true with shipping containers. You might see a window install for a few $100, but there's no way you can install a quality window in really a few hours. I mean, these windows are a process over a day or two, with paint and sealant and everything that goes into them to do them right. Now we do have some 2x4 frame on these windows, which is kind of overkill heavy duty, but we had these frames already made, so we are going with them in this. We usually use a 2x3. So when I say this takes time, you have to square your window frame perfectly. You have to lay that out perfectly on the container. You have to make sure that you've got virtually no gaps, everything's straight, everything's square in the container. And there's three different squares, laterally, longitudinally, and your access on your outside of your container. And so what we look for is basically a really consistent gap on the sides and then a really consistent placement in the container up and down the corrugation. If you get these things crooked at all, they stick out like a sore thumb on the corrugation. And like I mentioned in a previous video, I'll see what looks like a nice container for sale online, whether it's individual or company, and it's kind of like lipstick on a pig. I'll see a window that's cocked over and has got bad sealant or welds or welding smoke on the paint. And all those are indicators that they didn't take their time through the entire process. So here's a closer look at this window. Once we get this in, we usually paint and this just has a initial stage of paint on it. We're going to do a couple more coats. Once we get this frame in, we lay down our coat and we do sealant on the sides. There's that side. And this makes it totally waterproof. And like I mentioned before, even if you full weld these on the outside, there's potentials for leaks. So we do a full sealant on the inside to make sure that looks perfectly smooth. Then we use the appropriate color on the inside. And so we'll do the container color inside the frame and the interior of the color of the containers, which are mostly this RAL 7015 light gray color. They do vary a little bit, but most of them are this light gray on the inside of the frame. So this is a really nice factory finish look. Like I said, this is a 4-inch wide frame, which is a little bit more robust than we typically use, but super heavy duty, super nice stuff. Never going to have a problem with this install. Here's the other one. And this has more of a 1.5, 2 coats going on it. So you can see it matches perfectly. And so this is high quality stuff. And this is, if we can't do this, I'm not going to build containers. And so, you struggle with price and people just comparing on price, but I'm really focused on quality. So if we can't build quality and make money, then we're not going to mess with it. And we're going to build our reputation for quality. So here's a good look at it here. To build these frames, I mean, you've got 2x4 steel or 2x3, usually 20-foot sticks. You need to cut all, 45s on the corners and get that perfectly square. What we look for when we're finished with the frame is about an 1/8 inch gap around the window. So when we come in here and put the window in the middle of this, we have a little bit of room to shim here and there if we want to, but you don't want that window fitting super tight because the sliders, if you get them in any sort of bind at all, they won't operate correctly. So let's look at the door here. So here's our door install. And this is a 2x3 frame. And the 2x3 works out perfectly with a 1-inch door stopper flush to the edge. You can see here where we weld our door stopper on the 2x3, and then we weld our hinges on the frame. And again, we'll do the light gray color out on the jamb and the frame, and then the ivory color of this container on the outside. And this is a steel 36 by 80 fireproof walk door. So we weld those hinges on, and all of this door is got to be set perfectly. You want a little gap from your door stopper to your door because there's a seal that comes on here. On the bottom here, there are two different ways to do thresholds. This threshold does not have an integrated seal. The seal is on the bottom of the door. Your other way to do a threshold is the one with the integrated bump up seal here, and then you don't have a seal on the bottom of the door. And I recommend doing drip rails on these doors no matter what, because this one's going to be sealed up really well, but you can't get a door 100% sealed around the perimeter. It's virtually impossible. I mean, we'll run sealant in the corners and everything, but it's still difficult. So that's your door install. Same process over here on the side with sealant, and your door's got to be perfectly aligned this way, and we brace them before we install them, but you got to cut the brace off, and then your door legs will walk around a little bit. So you got to make sure you've got, if it's a 36-inch door, it's like 36 3/8 or something is your gap, to have perfect gaps and a reveal around the outside of your door. And we build all these doors here in-house. Home Depot sells a door, but it's got a jamb that's made for sheetrock and studs, so it's sharp and it's kind of ugly for a container install. So like I said, a couple of different thresholds. This one's 5-inch threshold, I believe. And so that's a PEMCO, P-E-M-K-O. And there's your hinges. So these are heavy duty hinges. They have a spring on them, so we don't use a door closer at the top. You can adjust the spring on these doors to kind of keep the door open or have the door sort of automatically shut. So if you we actually sell these doors, and we can ship them really anywhere. But if you're local, you could pick up one in Wichita, Kansas. So I wanted to show you guys kind of what we're looking for on the quality of installs on doors and windows. And this one will be wrapped up Monday. We'll get the rest of the paint on and then get the windows in and sealed. And so just take a close look at who you're dealing with. If they've got finished product you can look at, or photos. And like I said, you really do get what you pay for. So thanks for watching, like and share.